First of all, because you paid retail, and whoever you're selling it back to is not going to pay that same retail markup, you're going to take a loss. And second of all, if it's just your run-of-the-mill diamond engagement ring with like a decent quality stone, they're a dime a dozen.
And there are dozens more beautiful, brilliant diamonds being grown every single day. This is the other thing that feels fresh and ridiculous about the myth of diamonds. Like, how can we possibly think they are rare if you can grow them in a laboratory? Real diamonds, not knockoffs like cubic zirconia. Stones that are chemically identical.
There are literally diamonds growing in that room with this incessant hallucination-inducing hum that never stops.
Are you okay?
Fine.
He's getting over it.
Jonathan Levine Miles is the CEO of J2 Materials. John Ciraldo is the CTO of J2 Materials. The fact that they're named John and Jonathan is why they're called J2. They grow and sell diamonds used for engagement rings. But that's not why they got into the diamond business. They aren't particularly interested in rings. They're interested in the way diamonds can be used in future technology.
Every time we sell a gemstone, will inevitably help fund our diamond semiconductor research.
As computers get more and more advanced, silicon might not be able to handle all their processing power. So diamond might become a good alternative material for computer chips. But this would require large plates of diamond that are perfectly clear and smooth. And John and Jonathan can't sit around and wait for the Earth's crust to produce that.
Which means it has to be grown in the lab. And so fundamentally, that's what we are trying to do here.
J2 Materials is in a strip mall in the suburbs of Chicago. It's the kind of space that could just as easily be a dentist's office. But it's filled with reactors.
The moment we turned on our first reactor, when it was just the two of us, it was on 24/7. It shuts down just long enough to take out the diamonds, to clean the chamber, and to start it up again. So we never shut down.
These reactors look like rice cookers blown up to the size of washing machines. And normally we think of diamonds being created in the earth under a lot of pressure. But that's not what's happening here. An extremely simplified way to explain J2's approach is that they're taking small bits of carbon and growing them into full diamonds. Almost in the same way you would grow a crop, where some turn out beautifully and some are duds. Like how some potatoes turn out hardy and strong, and others end up small or lopsided or heart-shaped.
It's not a mass-produced thing. It is an art. It is a complicated thing.
I'll probably put it a little more bluntly and say I think there's, as a scientist, of course, big caveat, there's tremendous beauty in being able to take essentially cow farts and converting it into this technologically advanced yet beautiful material.
Diamonds have been synthesized in laboratories since 1950, but it used to be mostly for industrial uses, like for surgical knives or the knives used to cut aluminum for iPhones. It's only very recently, like in the last couple of years, that laboratory-grown diamonds have started to look just as beautiful as the ones from the ground. Again, John and Jonathan didn't set out to make engagement rings, but businesses like theirs have put the traditional diamond industry on edge.
We've definitely seen significant growth in diamonds. So consumer acceptance, particularly among millennial consumers, has increased. We do. Yeah.
Catherine Money of Brilliant Earth told me that lab-grown diamonds are sold almost interchangeably with mined diamonds. They are also assessed for rarity using 4 Cs. The main difference is that they're cheaper.
And generally, consumers are drawn to lab-created diamonds because they're beautiful, they're responsible, and they're affordable.
Lab diamonds do use a lot of energy to keep the reactors moving, but it's certainly less energy intensive than digging a massive crater in the earth. Lab diamonds seem like an ethical, attainable option, especially to a generation of marriage-age consumers who are broke and were raised in the 90s and 2000s among whispers of blood diamonds. The diamond industry is still reeling from that blood diamond reckoning over 20 years ago. Back then, De Beers was rightfully worried that people would boycott them and the value of the diamond plummet. So De Beers did something pretty drastic. They sold off a lot of their diamond reserve. They ended their own monopoly.
Between, I would say, 2000 and 2004, De Beers liquidated their stock pile. You saw other companies emerge in the space as diamond producers.
De Beers relinquished control of the global diamond supply. Consequently, they stopped advertising for all diamonds. De Beers went from being the only player in the industry to one of several. And as a result, the mined diamond industry has slowed down a lot.
Almost nobody's exploring for diamonds. Nobody's going to the diamond mines. So I think we actually could run into a situation